on, folks? It's your buddy Mojo, and I know it's been a while, but I hope you're doing well. This is the December into January 2022 update of the channel, state of the channel address. I've been really kind of regretting, or dreading, shall we say, to do this one. Because I've been trying to sort out how I want to go about this and what I wanted to do. First and foremost, I hope you're doing well. I have been thinking about you guys. 41 subscribers as of this date. First and foremost, it's been my pleasure and frustration to game with an individual who is no longer with us. It has been my honor, and it has been really a treasure to play with this individual while I still could. Earlier this week, I took it upon myself, with the permission of his brother Disruptor, to inform our PlayStation brotherhood, shall we say, and sisterhood, because there are sisters on here, that the man formerly known as Fox Goose Riggs, who changed his name to be the Golden Gooseman around the time period that I changed my name to Mojo Silver Fox, is no longer with us. Goose had had some complications with a number of things happening while he was in the hospital this past week, and they came to head on him Sunday, and he officially passed, I believe, Monday afternoon. I really didn't know how I wanted to approach this or say it, because I wanted all parties that knew him on here to know beforehand. I wanted to give them a chance to say all their words and share those things with his brother Disruptor and with everyone else. But now's the time. For me personally, and for the channel. I had mentioned before, which those videos are no longer on the channel, but I had mentioned before how I've had a little bit of friction with him, and that we were no longer going to work together outside of the Resident Evil videos. Well, joke's on me, and unfortunately we weren't able to record any more of the videos. They had internet issues at his house, and then he had contracted COVID-19, and one complication after another happened with that. And personally, it is hard for me to comprehend, let alone deal with the loss that he's been gone. I personally heavily drank one night in his honor. Well, we tried to do it together as a group to an extent. I was already lit up. My friend Mondo also was a little lit up for a different reason, but we were bonding, and then I was a little too lit up to continue playing The Last of Us Factions multiplayer with the boys. That night I had also fallen asleep from crying myself to sleep because the emotions came to the front. I had dealt with the loss of our buddy Goose, and it hit me very, very hard. I sit here today, the 24th of December, a Merry Christmas Eve. Not as merry as it could be. Goose, him and I had worked a couple different projects together on this channel. He was my co-host for these podcast type things, which we were going to take a little bit more into a visual thing, whether we were getting along or not, at least on my end. And I was going to turn it into an actual podcast and put it on Twitter. Not Twitter, I'm sorry. Twitch. And him and I had talked about it for months, and then things had happened, and we came here. We have the Hawk and Goose zombie hunters, which have been debated whether to continue. His brother, Disruptor, had agreed to do it with me, and I thought it would be a great honor. But after much discussion, I've decided to table the idea for now, because now it feels like those should be just videos to honor him. I hate leaving things unfinished when in the world. I do. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. But you can't continue something with someone when they're no longer here. Yes, we could continue the legacy. Yes, maybe at some point I will be mentally and emotionally okay. Not because of his passing necessarily, but just in general, to where I can put those two pieces together in a puzzle and say, hey, let's finish Resident Evil 6 in his honor. Let's think about that. Or, hey, would you like to be my co-host for Jackbox Party Games, because he did such a fine job bringing entertainment and love into it. Fox Goose Riggs, aka the Golden Gooseman, or as he calls himself, the Gooseman. He was truly a treasure that we've had on this channel, and I was looking to make him a partner on the channel before we had a little bit of a falling out. But a week before all this went down, roughly a week and a half, him and I were able to talk. I sat here in this Tilu lobby with him and his brother Disruptor, and was able to get all these feelings out there. And it was great to hear his voice, and it was even better to play with a few of his, like him to play with a few of our friends. And he met some more of my morning crew who had taken up the mantle for him, so to speak, while he was gone. Goose and Disruptor's lack of placement in my gaming experiences over a 2-month period were filled by these gentlemen, and I still continue to game with these gentlemen till today, and I will from this day forward until they get tired of me, which I hope is never, actually, or until these PS4 servers are down and we all have PS5s, this, that, and the other. But when they did reappear, I died with excitement. Like, I was just over the moon. And I am like, oh my god, Disruptor's here, you know, and I really came inside, so to speak, because I had been kept in the loop, telling me that was going to happen soon, it was going to happen, and then Disruptor surprised me, and then they appeared, and we talked, and it was so bittersweet. Now, the 24th of December, 2021, I'm thinking of all the gifts that I have. I did all my Christmas shopping Black Friday pretty much, and got all that done. I've picked up some odds and ends for a couple people like my roommate, and things like that since. And I've rewarded myself last night when I had gotten paid. I can't help but not tear up as we're talking, as I talked to my closest friend Alexa. You've seen her, her and her daughter playing Jackbox Party Games with us, Alexa Raven. And I told her that I miss him, that I miss Goose. And I also said that I regret how I felt about little altercations we had. And without quoting exactly what she said, because it eludes me, But she told me that he knows that he loves me, like that I was like a brother to him, and he feels like a brother to me, and we got along so well. And she said, I heard the love and laughter in his heart that he had for not only you, Mojo, but your friends, your group of friends, and his brother. And you guys all came together with that. And he knows, she said. I am 35 years old, folks. I'll be 36 next year. And death never gets easier for me. I don't know why my brain just doesn't figure it out. I don't know why it just doesn't understand. But I need you all to understand one thing. I am not going anywhere. I have felt quite the level of depression, and we all have mental health issues at times, whether we have frustrations with work and coworkers or our jobs or our friends and family. Know that these people cannot be there all the time and may not be there every day for the rest of your existence. In spirit, if you believe in faith, I do to a degree. He's with me. I go to show off this loadout right here, my custom loadout 3. I think I've mistakenly quoted it to people as my custom loadout 4, but he was always a brawler. He loved his brawler too, and he loved his crafting, which he would do crafter 3. But I want to say I quote unquote improved off of it by doing the lucky break, simply to add more value to the possible loadout. I used to run Reviver 3, Brawler 2, and Crafter 3. And he would run a Revolver because that's what he had remaining points for. I'll never be the healer that he was when it came to reviving, so I think Reviver 1 is fine. Revive fallen teammates, 30% faster with 20% more health. I am quite the guy that's boxing. I do love my Jeet Kune Do, and I love throwing hands with people. So I did it this way. Crafter 2 means I have to craft 3 items in order to get a gift. But with Lucky Break 3, that would be a lot easier because I get a minimum of at least 3 crafting items, unless we're way ahead each box. And there's possible more pistol ammo and more large firearm. As you can see, I don't rock a large firearm, but that's irrelevant because I do it for the 3 crafting ingredients. And I had tried to improve on this while Goose was still around. Now, I'll never be the player he was. And there are times where he completely outdid me. We played many one-on-ones just to kill time until our friends were online, or just to fuck around, mind you. And he always, I'd say a good 95% of the time, was able to outbox me, so to speak. So we're going, throwing them punches with the square button, and he was just able to outdo me. I just feel that I had to honor him somehow. So I wanted to show off that loadout. The second thought is, if you're a fan of the Resident Evil series that I did with him, the Zombie Hunters, let me know in the comment section. Message me directly here on PlayStation Network if you have that. And to some of you that do have my phone number, text me. Let me know. If you have any words you'd like to say, or you would like his brother to know, please message it to me, contact me, and we will make sure they get that. Alright, regrettably, let's move on. The next thing on the agenda is, this was Square Enix month on the channel. And it was a disaster. As you can see, I've put up maybe 4 videos the entire month, besides a little bit of broadcast here, a little bit of broadcast there. Things in my life got complicated before Goose's passing with the job, and I was barely energized to do anything besides leisurely play, which I think was rewarding to me on a mental front, because at times maintaining this channel, even for a fun manner, was a little bit more of a task than it should have been. That being said, there's 7 more days in this year. I'm going to try to put up some videos from the Final Fantasy, but I think I might just start moving on. And one thing I did discuss with a few individuals, and I'm going to stay more or less committed to, is the Let's Play aspect of this channel is going to be gone. I'm going to still do some Let's Plays here and there, but it's going to take some time. So doing the Final Fantasies, the Kingdom Hearts, the games that are going to be a little bit longer, it's going to take some time. I want to do Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and some of the side games that are in there, like 358/2 days, because I have Kingdom Hearts 3 completed on here, with the 1 ending anyway. We're going to be pursuing Elden Ring when it comes out. That's going to be a little bit longer down the line. The release date for that is late February 2022. So we're going to explore that with the rest of the internet, besides the early access fools and bigger YouTubers that get it before I do. But starting in January, we're just going to be doing some streams, and some of them might quote-unquote become Let's Plays. In other words, I'll number them. So like, enter game name here, number 1. Enter game name here, number 2. And we'll be doing the streams. One of the games I'd like to stream and finish is The Last of Us Part 2. I'd like to get that shit out of the way, because it is a good game, gameplay-wise. And we're still in Seattle at the moment in that game. And I've been wanting to finish, but I don't. I just don't. The laziness kicks in and I just don't. I also would like to do some speedrunning videos of the Mega Man series, the Mega Man X series, I should say. Something I've been wanting to do for over a year, but like I'm glancing at the game case right now and wondering if I'll get around to doing that. But I have several games in disc form that I'd like to continue to play and get on this channel. And then I have many on this actual hard drive as well. January of 2022 is going to be more of an eye-opening experience, stream-wise, for the channel. And like I said, I may start tonight, I may start tomorrow, I may start the 26th, I may start sometime here at the tail end of December, picking back up on the streams. My goal, and I hate putting a label on it, but my goal is to do 2 streams a week, which is very possible with my schedule. The late night with Mojo portion of that may be gone for a while, because I do work late nights. Usually till about 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, and I'm usually not home till 2:30. There's been some complications with that, but let's just stick with that thought for a while. As for the games we'll be playing, that's really a shit up in the air, and hopefully the shit doesn't hit the fan. I do have an umbrella. I try not to open it up in the house, but sometimes the shit does hit the fan in the house, per se. Haha. Give me 1 second. I didn't want to cough on microphone there. Eventually I am going to get a co-host for these little things, and eventually it is going to move to Twitch. A couple other things. I'm on TikTok. Find me at MojoJamsOut17 on TikTok. I would love to do it. I've been doing a lot of different random videos on there. I have done a couple of videos for mental health, and I just wanted to turn you guys on to that, so you had something else to watch and be entertained by me. You'll get to actually see my face. Maybe even get to know me a little bit more personally from seeing me through the window of your cell phone. But that's, again, on TikTok, at MojoJamsOut17. Twitch, probably going to open up a new name there, change that. It was to honor another friend, but her and I had a falling out, which I was able to kind of bridge the gap the other day with the unfortunate news. Um, Hopefully, if she does happen to see this, it would be nice to play with you again. Um, that being said, I still am very active in this game, as you can see, 795. For this actual podcast, I'm using the party chat with Golden Gooseman because I know he will never join it, and I'm not going to have anybody else random join the chat during these videos unless they're a guest on these videos. And for the foreseen future, this is how this podcast is going to go. It's going to be me talking about these things, having possible special guests, and just updating you on the channel. I don't know if it'll happen more often. I will stay true to them for once a month, which I've done pretty well on. But we're gonna be heading into 2022 with a heavy heart, and I'm not gonna sit here and try to say that, you know, oh, new year, new me. No, that's bullshit. It's gonna be the same old me, and I'm okay with that. Because I'm in a pretty good place as a human being, as a father, right now. Mentally and emotionally, no. Spiritually, somewhat. Physically, I always have issues. I was diagnosed with arthritis in my knee, 35. It sometimes was haunting, but now it's just like, okay, put on your brace today, Grandpa, and keep moving. If you would ask me, hey Mojo, and I'd be like, okay, that's not my real name, but let's go with that. You would ask me if I'm okay. My answer to you is yes. Today I am. Yesterday I was as well. The day before, absolutely fucking nowhere close. And tomorrow may be a different day as well. I'm hoping I'll be alright, because it's Christmas. For those of you that celebrate it, I do. I'm hoping I'll stay okay. I know tomorrow, after having time with my daughter, she's going to be with her mother, so I'm thinking a Christmas stream is very appropriate. Depending on how things go, we might do a New Year's stream as well. But streaming tonight might be in the open. I'd like to get some sort of content on the channel. I'm starting to learn how to edit a little bit, so we don't have these long ass streams. And thank you for joining me, whoever just joined came on. So tonight there might be a stream. At least probably watching me goof around with my friends on Tlu. That being said, I'm looking at the time here. In about 10 minutes maybe that we could drag this on. Many of you may have noticed that, again, I had changed the channel's name. Instead of saying Mojo and Friends LPs or Let's Plays, it's become the Mojo Silver Fox Incorporated. The incorporated part is I tried to give it like a little bit of a branding feel. And the branding feel is simply because I wanted people to know that it's an idea. It's a concept. And everybody is welcome. If I do play Tlu with you, for example, I will put you in the comment section of who you are. That way people knew who you are, and if they wanted to, they can get a hold of you. You know. Credit is due where credit is due. So it's important to be a part of that. One channel I do want to turn you guys on to. Since I'd like to try to honor people that I've been playing with. There's this great guy, he's 19, and been a close buddy of mine for the morning shift, so to speak, of this game. Tlu. His name is RB Average. Go check him out. He's got, I think, roughly at least twice as many subscribers as I have, but it's RB, A-R-B-Y, Average, A-V-E-R-A-G-E, RB Average. Great guy, hell of a personality, very intellectual gentleman. It has a lot of potential, and I have a lot of respect for him. He annoys me sometimes, but he is a hell of a player at this game. He is so above my level, but it's taught me so many things about this game. And just life in general from a younger brother-esque perspective. I have that much respect for him. So go check out his channel here on YouTube. It's RB Average. Good guy, funny stuff. There's a lot of things on his channel. His T-Lu videos are just hilariously on point. A few Stardew Valley videos on there too, and there's a few other things, but I haven't delved deeper because I've spent more time playing with him on this game rather than watching his videos. But the ones I have seen, hilarious. So go check him out. I think that's all I wanted to get out of my system today. Like I said, we might do a stream tonight. I would like to. It's going to be fairly more likely we'll do a stream tomorrow because of being Christmas. I do like the holiday streams. I think I will bring this one to the close. If you have loved ones out there, do me a huge motherfucking favor and let them know how much you love them, how much you care, how much they mean to you, whether you're related via relationship, marriage, just friends, you're actually blood related, or you couldn't care less if they pissed in the wind and it hit them or you in the face. If you interact with people for more than 5 to 10 minutes a day, or even in this case, in playing the multiplayer factions, and you interact with them for 15 minutes, even if it's in passing, look at that individual and say, hey, GG, good game. It was fun to play with you. Because you don't know what that person's A, dealing with, B, how they are mentally, C, how their life is on the other side of that headset where they're trying to find relief by playing the game with you, and D, if they mean more than just that 15 minutes, let them know. I'm not saying, hey, you just played with a female player and you're male and you're like, oh my god, I love you. Don't do that. That's fucking weird. But if you've made friendships with these people, like I currently right now have 24 friends that are, quote, online. That does not mean or count for the ones that are hidden, incognito, like I am at the moment. Let the people that are in your life that have impacted your life, both positive and negative, know that they matter and that they've done this for you or they've done that to you. And clear the air with a lot of things. But during this holiday season, make sure they know what gift they are to you in your life. And let them know that you do care. Let them know that you do love them. It's not weird if you tell people that are close to you that you love them, because as human beings we should be able to express that freely, our emotions, our thoughts, our feelings. And yes, we do get offended. Yes, we may offend our closest friends and family, but they have to get over it. And a lot of times most will. So put yourself out there today. That's my one gift to you, is to say put yourself out there. Express how you feel towards somebody. No matter what level of emotion is attached to that, let them know. You never know. You could change a person's day, or you could literally impact the rest of their life. Goose, wherever in that afterlife you are, I love you, brother. A lot of people on this end of this painful spectrum also love and miss you. I could go through the list of names. They know who they are. Maybe eventually I will. But I do know of a few individuals where this hit home harder, if not more, than it did me. But know that you were loved. Know that you were cherished. Know that you did annoy us. And it was in the best of intentions and ways. You were so full of life. and knowledge, and you mean the world to me personally. I don't have the heart to delete you off my friends list. I don't have the heart to take your number out of my phone. And I don't have the heart to ever forget you. In the year and a half-ish, give or take, you would know better than I do because your memory is better than mine at times, that we've been friends. Both in passing and over coffee, having little chats in these hours where we are right now. So, from the bottom of my heart and my soul, thank you. Thank you for helping mold the mojo that is in front of us today, and improving my behavior as a person, both moralistically and mentally and emotionally, and recommending supplements galore. My God, this man would recommend so many supplements. Some I am unable to ask him about at this point and remind myself. So I'm gonna go back through my text messages in my old phone and see if I can find them. For the love of God, I hope I can. If you happen to see his brother Disruptor in passing, say hello, even if you don't know him. And if you do know his brother, Fox Goose Rigs / Golden Gooseman, or hey, it's a Gooseman here, let him know what impact he had on your life. I have, and I never will stop. Another shout out to my buddies J-Ken and Fallen Angel 660 and XX. I don't know how to really put it all together. Disruptor. We are the A-Team. May not be the original variant of the A-Team because Goose was there, but Disruptor, you are a happy and excited addition, and we've cherished your friendship ever since Goose has introduced us to you. I'm glad I was able to meet you and continue to be in your part of your friendship, and we talk daily, and I'd like to continue that because I love you too, brother. I love both of you guys, Jaken and Fallen Angels. As you guys know, we've spent many a night talking. So now that it is immortalized on this channel, where because of the music from this, there's going to be some countries that are copyright stricken from this, so you may not be able to see this in certain places of the world, but the ones that do, know that my name is Mojo Silver Fox, the man formerly known as _MojoHawk17. And know that these are one and the same, formerly known or not, and that I will continue to live on and take every day, day by day. And I will think of you and the other 41 subscribers on here, and hopefully those numbers continue to increase, and you enjoy the videos I put out. Thank you for a very, very complicated 2021, and let's all try to make 2022 a stronger year. For all of us here at Mojo Silver Fox Incorporated, this is your buddy Mojo signing off, and I'm gonna grab some coffee before I start gaming here today. So if you see me on the TLU servers, come give me a hard time. I'll be waiting, you punk ass bitches. But for me and the rest of the gang, it's been your buddy Mojo. Take care of yourselves today. Remind your loved ones how much they matter. And stay toasty and frosty, friends. I'll be here. And I know you will be too. Take care now.